Beats Planet.
What up, though? What up, though? It's Voch Lombardi, chilling, Doski Woski. Got 2 film sessions done today. I'm going to drop one after we do this live stream in an hour. So y'all be sure to stay tuned for that. And what's up, y'all? What's up? So, I know y'all love mock drafts. The simple wording mock draft make y'all lose y'all mind sometimes. Make me proud. Been waiting on your draft ad around. Oh no, hold on, no. Big Twan, I appreciate your super chat, but this ain't my mock. No. This ain't my mock. This is Matt Miller's mock. So what I was doing for the sake of mock drafts is I don't drop a whole bunch of them because I think less of them. But I appreciate y'all. So what I do is I go find different mocks and give my thoughts and opinions on them. And I will drop my mock. It'll be called the 1 point only because I don't really get into the whole mock thing. But hey, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. This is Matt Miller's mock. I'm prepared to make fun of him if it's called for. And got about an hour to do this, so we can hang tight for an hour. And after the show. After I do the mock or whatnot, we can do Q&A or whatever. We can just jump in the situation and run it for the cardio. So let's get right into it. This is a 3-round mock, and it's for all 32 teams. I'm not just highlighting one team. Will I talk about every single pick? Probably not. But what I will do is try to highlight what's in order, what's out of order, what makes sense, what doesn't. Kyler Murray being number 1, that seems to be the buzz. I'm really interested to know what they're going to do with Josh Rosen if Kyler Murray does end up being the number 1 player. If you're a Cardinal fan in my chat box, whether Cardinal fan is here or not, somebody let me know what y'all think about Kyler Murray being the first overall pick. Hey, do your thing. Me more so, like if it's me running whoever's team or organization or whatever, I'm picking the best player I can get this year, picking the best player I can get next year, and I'm just going to be trash until sunshine comes out. And when Trevor Lawrence comes out, your team will be fantastic for the next 20 years, but whatever. Nick Bosa, number 2 overall, clearly, right? Like he should be the first non-quarterback pick. In my personal opinion, oh, this is wild. My bad. So in Matt Miller's mock draft, he has the Jets going Josh Allen over Quentin Williams. Now I don't keep eyes on the Jets all that close. I'm not a Jets fan around here, nothing like that. But if they either needed D-line help or like outside linebacker help, and I would clearly pick Quentin Williams over Josh Allen. I just don't think Josh Allen is the same level of elite that Quentin and Joey's little brother is. But whatever. This is pretty shocking here. Raiders fans, if you win here, would you be upset? Where the fuck Quentin go? Okay, Quentin went to Tampa Bay, but y'all got the Raiders. Let's see. Here's what I think is the Raiders are going wild. I see them trading Antonio Brown, Trent Brown, Terrell Williams, Marcus Jordan, and Vontaze Burfict. Cincinnati bring. So where do you think they go in the first round pick? Speed is that linebacker still a need. Mike Mayock and John Gruden know they're too slow in the middle of the field. Adding Devin White in the passing game. The Raiders are so strong at defensive tackle. PJ Hall ain't. Bro, P.J. Hall is not Quentin Williams. Maurice Hurst is not Quentin Williams. White is close to a perfect middle. No, he's not. Quentin Williams is as close as you can get to a perfect defensive tackle. Devin White ain't as close as you can get to a perfect Mike. Oh, shit. And could be a monster from day one. Boy, that is crazy. That is crazy. This makes my ass itch pretty bad, man. Quentin Williams at 5 to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, you run to the podium to get this done. Boy, you run to the podium to go grab Quentin Williams if he's there at 5. Holy shit, man. God damn. Dwayne Haskins at 6 to the New York Giants. That makes my day as a Cowboys fan. Boy, I would love to go against Dwayne Haskins for the next 20 years, but whatever. Or the next however long he's on the team. I don't know. I like Dwayne. I just don't think I think he's scary. Trevor Lawrence is scary. That dude's different. Now my computer is kind of freezing up on me. I promise I'm gonna get a new computer one day, y'all. Y'all just hang in there with me. Just hold tight with me, man. What the fuck is all this? Okay, cool. Let's rewind a bit. Let's rewind. We're going too fast. We're doing too much. And the Google on my phone thought I was talking to my phone. I said cool. I ain't say Google, bitch. Jacksonville Jaguars got Jawan Taylor. I'm with that. It's kind of strange. He's the first offensive lineman off the board. I like Jonah a little better, but hey, if you want to pick Jawan Taylor, those feet are exquisite. So I ain't mad at you. Rashawn Gary, and there's been a lot of conversation about Rashawn Gary, man. He's going to the Lions here. He's falling in mock drafts, and people are kind of saying ill things about him, whatever, talking about his lack of production, Well, I think he was playing out of position. I've been saying since day one, Rashawn Gary is a defensive tackle. He's a 3-tech, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Strong as hell, 280 some odd pounds. Let that dude line up at 3 and run. Run that shit. Don't try to force him at defensive end because that's what Michigan did to get all their guys on the field, and because you think he runs fast. Like, put that guy at 3-tech and quit playing. That guy quit playing so much. But they hating on Rashawn Gary a bit much, man. It's ridiculous. Jonah Williams to the Buffalo Bills. I'm always about any team upgrading their offensive lineman, so I'm with that. Drew Lock at top 10 is insane, though. Nick Gasher, do you hate Drew Lock at 10 overall? You might like Drew Lock at 10 overall. I like Drew Lock. I know a lot of people that like Drew Lock over Dwayne Haskins. I was talking to one of my old coaches, and he basically taught me everything I know about football or whatnot. And he was saying that, yo, man, Dwayne Haskins, I could do a little more with Drew Lock and his skill set. You know what I mean? But that's just a conversation for y'all to have, though. Devin Bush, wow, god damn, Devin Bush at 11. I don't like that. Ed Oliver at 12. I mean, whatever, but. Here's my thing with Drew Lock. He's my quarterback number 1, but he should go top 10 in this class. I feel you. Miami Dolphins go Montez Sweat. Yeah, okay, if you want to go, okay. If you want to get your pass rush in, I understand. Cody Ford. This breaks my heart here. Cody Ford to Atlanta. I love Cody Ford, man. That just hurts my soul, man. Daniel Jones. Boy, as a Cowboys fan, this will make my day, boy. But Daniel Jones shouldn't be going top. God. He can go top 100 somewhere, but top 15, that's, boy. How bad you need quarterback, my guy? Who is this, man? I wish my computer stopped lagging so much. Carolina Panthers, Brian Burns. Yeah, man, so I need to watch a little more Brian Burns, man, because I watched Brian Burns, and I thought I had a pretty good idea about Brian Burns, but the hype Illuminati is so cold on Brian Burns right now. I feel like I just need to rewatch him for my own sanity. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a bit small. He could be a little stronger. He's athletic, but he doesn't show athleticism all the damn time. I think he disappears a lot. I think when you see him make good plays, when he does flash, he flashes his ass off. But however, fam, like, what about the rest of the plays that he's playing? Whatever. The Giants have another pick from the Odell Beckham trade. They go get Cleveland Farrell to replace Olivier Vernon. I'm assuming is what they're going with here. I'm not mad at that. Whatever you want to do. Sadie Fresh, my homeboy Sadie Fresh, the Viking fan, he got Andre Dillard. as a new offensive lineman up in there. Oh, TJ Hawkins. I want to see TJ go to Tennessee. Greedy Williams. Where? Let me zoom out a little bit so I can get a better view of this thing. Oh man, I did not want to. Look, man, like you have like favorite players in the draft, and some of those favorite players ain't gonna go to your team, but you don't want those guys to go to certain teams. I don't want TJ Hawkinson going to the Titans, man. And if it's a Titans fan in the chat box somewhere, man, salute to y'all. I apologize, man, but I don't want TJ going to the Titans. Come on, man. Anyway, let's keep going. Greedy Williams is at Pittsburgh. Okay, cool. I agree. That's first cornerback taken at 20 is interesting. Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp was. Taylor Rapp looked like Ricky Tan and some rapper and one of Lonzo Ball brothers and what's my man name? The main character from True Crime Streets of New York. And one of the bad guys in Saints Row 2. Who's the leader of the yellow gang? The yellow Asian gang in Saints Row 2? Oh, I didn't know Taylor Rapp looked like that. But Taylor Rapp to the Seahawks. It's funny because the Seahawks act like they ain't got an offensive line problem. That's funny, but Taylor Rapp's a good pick. DK Metcalf to the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, cool. Houston Texans go Byron Murphy, so the second cornerback goes off the board right there. I'm with you on that. The Oakland Raiders that they got from the Chicago Bears. The Raiders pick that they got from Chicago Bears. Let's see what happens here. My bad, Taylor Rapp straight out of Hawaii. Taylor Rapp straight out of my PlayStation 2. God damn. Or my Xbox, whatever. Oakland goes Noah Fant. So Oakland got Devin White at 4 and Noah Fant at 24 here. All right. Okay. Philadelphia Eagles. Man, my internet letting Nas down. Philadelphia Eagles go running back Josh Jacobs from Alabama. Boy, will this make my day. This is a very pro-cowboy mock draft in terms of, who the opposition is picking. You know what I mean? Like, I really like that. Indy takes a chance on Jeffrey Simmons. I don't like that face he's making. They take a chance on Jeffrey Simmons there after the injury and the other little stuff or whatnot, so... Damn, I would love to get some other damn picks, man. God damn, computer. I apologize, y'all. I apologize. We're going a little slow, but chat box, tell me what y'all thinking so far, man. Just let me know what's on y'all mind so far. Rocky Sin to the Oakland. I like Rocky Sin. I like him. And the Raiders use our pick to go get Rocky Sin. I like him. Tough guy, Temple kid. He's one of the single-digit Temple jersey guys or whatever. AJ Brown. I really like AJ Brown. He's going to the Chargers. So let's go make that passing game a little more prolific. Sticky Finger says, answer your phone. No. I'm not doing phones today, Stick. So, Nazir Adderley to the Green Bay Packers. That really hurts my heart because I like Nazir Adderley. Christian Wilkins to the Rams, and the Patriots select. Hey, Gronk retired. Let's see who the Patriots selected. My computer loads up. The Patriots select Jonathan Abram. Okay, cool. Safety from Mississippi State. So it's a lot of guys that you feel like you may want on your team, man, and they just flying off the damn board right now. And I know that's hurting a lot of y'all, but. That's part of the draft. And I think that's the only good thing about mock drafts. The only good thing about mock drafts is that we finally get to see our favorite players come off the board and like where guys could possibly be. Trayvon Mullen at the top of the second round. Wow, is that a steal for the Arizona Cardinals, man, to get Trayvon Mullen from Clemson at the top of the second at 33 is insane. N'Keal Harry at the Indianapolis Colts at 34. Now, if I'm the Colts, just a quick opinion on this. If I'm the Colts, I've already done the Save Luck campaign. That's cool. You know what I mean? We have his offensive line set. I'm drafting nothing but defense guys, man. I'm drafting but nothing but defenders. Jalen Ferguson to the Oakland Raiders at 35. This draft getting a little strange for the Oakland Raiders, man. I think 35 is a little high for Jalen Ferguson, but whatever. It's not my team. Dalton Risner, I really like Dalton Risner. Seeing him going to the Giants would just hurt my little soul, but whatever. How in the fuck did I get way up here again? Come on, computer. Hey, man, I promise, man, one day I'm going to blow up real big on YouTube and I'm going to get a new laptop. I promise. I promise. I don't even know how this got here. I don't even know how this. And now we all the way down to round 3. Who the fuck? Come on, computer. I saw Hollywood Brown as the pick I left off on. So, yes, Hollywood Brown to Jacksonville, who's similar to John Ross or D.D. Westbrook, if you want to make that comparison. Jacksonville, I guess they want to get a little more prolific with their offense, and they want to add a guy for Nick Foles to come in and throw too. So, we'll see. Guess so. DeAndre Baker fell to 39. God damn, boy. Mac Wilson 40 to Buffalo. Sean Bunting should not be going this damn early. Sean Bunting should not be going in front of a handful of guys. But Nick Gash, are you mad? Boy, if Sean Bunting, if we get Sean Bunting while I'm in Nashville, I'm gonna go home. God damn, boy. I apologize, Nick Gash, but that's not a great pick, man. It's not a great pick, man. Sean, taking Sean at 41. Jared Stidham at 42 is insane. Damn. Deontay Thompson at 43 is good value. Irv Smith at 44 is good value. Julian Love, solid at 45. It just depends on if you like him. Kelvin Harmon, 46. I ain't mad at that. Caleb McGarrett, I really like him. Greg Little, he sure did take a tumble. But if you want to take Greg Little in Miami, do your thing, man. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson going higher than Juan Thornhill is a bit insane, but do your thing, Cleveland. Jared Tillery at 50. O'Shane Ximines at 51. I guess they want to put O'Shane on the other side of Harold Landry and just run it with that. That's interesting. Bobby Okereke. Bobby Okereke. From Pittsburgh. I haven't watched much film on the linebacker, so don't let me lie to you. Elgin Jenkins. This hurts my soul for Elgin Jenkins to be taken right here at 53. But with that being said, where the hell is Garrett Bradbury, though? Where the hell did Garrett Bradbury go? What in the blue shit is going on up in here? Holy shit. Tyus Howard. Did I miss Bradbury somewhere? I have not missed Garrett Bradbury. That is Tyus Howard can't go before Garrett Bradbury, man. Chase Winovich at 55 can't go before Garrett. He can't go before Zach Allen. Why is Chase Winovich going before Zach? What the fuck is going on? Chase Winovich going before Dexter Lawrence is insane, but whatever. Jermaine Pratt, I can't hate you on that. Juan Thornhill, I know Cowboys fans are loving that. They loving Juan Thornhill at 58. I ain't mad at you on that. Yeah, congratulations, guys, Cowboys fans. Justin Lane, who had a really good Senior Bowl, I like that. Bradbury went first round in 30. All right, cool. I want to scroll so bad, but my computer might die if I try. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Hell no, Nazir Adley was at 30. Bradbury ain't get picked yet. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody picked Bradbury yet. I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell. Oh man, Voch, I'll be real with you. I'm not high on Thornhill at 58. I mean, hey. This ain't me. This ain't my draft. This is it's somebody else's. But golly, man. Joejuan Williams at 60. You get past his press coverage, he can't recover, but whatever. Jakai Polite has taken a tumble, hasn't he, gentlemen? 61 right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whoever the hell watching. Garrett Bradbury went 29. Let's go back and see shit. Oh, all right, cool. He went to Kansas City. All right, y'all, my bad. Boy, I was about to be upset. Boy, I'm about to cuss everybody out. Debo Samuel at 62. Lonnie Johnson, who I really like at 63, is a really good pick. Dawson Knox, okay. If you like him, sure. Okay, third round. Let's talk about it. LJ Collier, who is one of my sons. He goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's having a pretty solid draft as so far. Paris Campbell. So the Pittsburgh Steelers picked up Paris Campbell with the pick that they got from Oakland. Will Paris Campbell fall to the third round? I don't necessarily think so. I think somebody's going to fall in love with that speed and athleticism. Darnell Savage from Maryland, pretty good pick at 67. I'm with that. Eric McCoy at 68. Yeah, cool. I did not skip the beginning of the second round. I just I talked about it and I got out of there. Draymond Jones at 69. What other defensive tackles have been taken yet? So yeah, I guess it's about time for Draymond Jones to come off the board. Sure, Draymond Jones, David Montgomery. We ain't seen a lot of running backs, man. Running backs should be flying off the board right about now. David Montgomery at 70. My other son, Chris Lindstrom, at the Broncos at 71. Yo, Nick Gasher, this is about your best value right here. The best guard in the draft at 71. That's your value right there. Christian Miller at 72. Drake. Well, Cincinnati been doing strange shit all day, man. I can't be mad at it though. If you do strange shit twice, look, if you do strange shit twice, I can't be mad if you do strange shit 3 times. You know what I mean? Meek Cole at 73. I dig it. Damian Harris, who's very underrated. Some people may like Damian a little more than Josh, but Damian at 74. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who I really like, at 73. It's pretty good value for him. Vochon Joseph, okay, if you need a linebacker, David Sills. Miles Sanders, who a lot of people are considering to be one of the better guys in this draft or whatever. So, hey, Charles Omenihu, I just did his film session, and it's actually going to drop when we're done here. When we finish up here, we're going to go straight over to the live joint, and we're going to watch some Charles Omenihu film. So if y'all ain't doing nothing in about 35 minutes, if you ain't doing nothing at a quarter after the hour, we're gonna be watching the Charles Omenihu film session. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. How you living there? Onk! What's up, Onk? Pat's up in here. What's good? My Cowboy brethren up here. We just doing this 32-team mock draft for everybody. So you can tune in and, hang around for the Cowboys picks. But Charles Omenihu went to the Falcons at 79. I think that's a bit high, but we'll talk about that when my film drops. Yanni Kajus, sure, right around this time. This seems about right. And if you do your research, it's a lot of names you recognize, and it's a lot of good players still left over if you really do your research here. So, like Connor McGovern at Minnesota, 81. That's a pretty good pick, man. Kylan, what's happening? That's a pretty good pick, man. Omani Orawi, long ass Penn State kid name. Senior Bowl kid, pretty good. I like him. I like Max Sharping, dog. Max Sharping at where do you get at 83 is ridiculous. That's some fantastic value, man. I love Max Sharping at 83. He got a lot of respect from me in the Senior Bowl process. He won a lot of fights out there. So Anthony Johnson from Buffalo, seems like he's pretty high up Matt Miller's board here. So Anthony Johnson at 84, Pitts at Seattle. Am I wrong for thinking that Seattle acting like they don't need offensive linemen? Am I thinking that? Watch my brother. I'm chilling, bro. Had a scary moment yesterday. Bro, my wife and son were in a movie. They want to shoot and happen. I was waiting. Oh man, boy, I'm glad everybody got out of that safe, Pat. Boy, oh boy, I'm glad everybody got out of that shit safe, man. I'm not gonna, turn this into politics and nothing like that, man. But I'm very pro Second Amendment, man. And if I was there, I would have defended y'all with my life, my brother. Believe that. But damn, I'm glad everybody, everybody made it out of that, man. God damn, boy. I hate that. What's up, Miss April? How you doing? So what we doing? Where am I at? Okay, cool. Kahali Warring, okay, from San Diego State. He's a pretty good tight end, but I think this is a bit early for him. And David Long as well, if you're a Ravens fan. I ain't mean to just pass by over him, but yeah, it's a bit early. It's a bit early there. Jelani Tavai, I really like him. I really like him at 88. But I ain't really been watching linebackers because I don't feel like we don't really need them. Devin Singletary. Oh man, Devin Singletary going one pick before the Cowboys go. That really breaks my heart, man. I really like Devin Singletary. I think he's Shady McCoy, man. I think he's top tier, bro. Fuck, man. And then they gave us a cornerback. They gave Dallas a cornerback. Kendall Sheffield from Ohio State. I mean, Kendall cool, but he's more of a fourth-round pick to me, and we don't need cornerbacks. What your goofy ass. Fuck. Get Kendall Sheffield up out of here, man. Tyree Jackson, big old self. He should be playing in a March Madness bracket somewhere. But he's with the Chargers. Hey, Chargers trying to retool that offense, man, so they can make one last run at this thing. And if at any moment Phillip Rivers' back goes out and he says ouch, Tyree's there to be groomed. So Mike Weber's on the board, Isaiah Johnson on the board, Mike Edwards on just why the hell they got us taking Kendall Sheffield, man? That is trash. I'm gonna do my own mock drafts coming up, man. I'm gonna do my own shit. It's about that time for me to do my own film trip, film session. I gotta bounce. I'm gonna watch film session because I don't know what the hell he's doing here, day 1 or day 2. So Nick Gasher, since you said that, let me just pause in his mock draft for a second. There are a lot of people that consider Charles Omenihu like a day 1 guy / day 2 guy, like early day 2 guy. And even in his mock draft, he was taken in the second round. And as I watch film on Charles Omenihu, I'm not seeing it. And Voch is very vocal when he goes into these long form discussions. People call me a hater. They call Voch a good old hater out here. So in typical Voch fashion, if I believe something and somebody called me a hater, of course I drop a long ass film session to dispute it. It's funny when I just did these last 2 running backs on Alabama. Both of those were like 6-minute videos. I got pissed off and I made a 20-minute video about Charles Omenihu. You know what I mean? I got pissed off and I made a 20-minute film session about how Charles Omenihu ain't first round, second round, third round guy. So we gonna cross that road whenever we get there. And Nick Gasher says he's the 10th ranked defensive lineman on my board. You talking about D-line as a whole. He ain't even on my top 10 defensive tackles, my guy. I just let you know. I would much rather have Gerald Willis than Charles Omenihu, but whatever. Let's get back into this. And let's finish this up, and then we'll get back into it. So Mike Weber, Isaiah Johnson from Kentucky, who's a really good pick for the Jets. I really like that. Miles Boykin. I don't like the Giants, but it's a pretty good pick for him. It seems like the Giants really need to fill that Odell Beckham role, but God, good luck. Good luck, my guy. Joe Jackson to the Washington Redskins, which really hurts my heart. This is a very anti-Cowboy pick right here, man, because I really like Joe Jackson a lot. I think he's one of the better defensive ends in this class. I think he's better than some of the guys getting drafted in front of him. I think he's better than guys like O'Shane Ximines. Like, get him up out of here, man. Get him smooth the hell up out of here. Like Chase Winovich, get Chase the hell up out of here. I'm getting Joe Jackson all day. Will Gritt to the Patriots at 97. Hey, if the Patriots draft anybody, they good. If they draft a quarterback, they right. So, David Edwards, who's trash, going 99 ahead of Gerald Willis at 100, is so interesting to me. But whatever. DeAndre Walker and David Long. Let me hit Command F one time. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to Chrome and hit Command F. I don't remember seeing Zach Allen's name. Zach. Matt Miller ain't got Zach Allen in day 1 or 2. Mac Miller got Zach Allen as a day 3 guy. What in the blue fuck is going on, Matt? Matt. 1, 2. Matt. Oh, shit, man. You got Chase Winovich in the 2nd, but you got Zach Allen in the 4th? You know, there's a Jay-Z line that kind of reflects this. I'm going to remix it to kind of show the emotion that I'm invoked with. You know what I mean? And, I used to look up to media scouts when I was young, you know? Now I look up to media scouts like, is you dumb? Is you dumb? Come on, my guy. That is strange, fam. That is strange. All right, I guess I got to do a Zach Allen film session. Wyatt Ray is a better edge rusher than Zach Allen last year. Allen is a better player, though. So this is what we're going to do. Hold on. Yeah, thank you, Nene. Take care of that. Get this cat smooth up out of here. Anyway, so it is 4:48, and we're going to drop some film at the 15-minute mark. Not in 15 minutes, but at the 15-minute mark. So we can do Q&A for a smooth. Let me set up phones. Y'all might want to talk on the phone or something. Let me see what y'all want to do. Nah, I don't feel like setting up the phones today. But we will do Q&A. So chat box, if y'all got something to say via chat box, then let's run it for the cardio then. Let's see what y'all got. Talk to me. And if not, I'm just going to go back to studying in my little cubby and make a Zach Allen film session because I'm pissed off. Zach Allen ain't the best in the world. Zach Allen ain't fantastic, but damn, dog, Zach Allen is absolutely should be taken somewhere in day 2. Let me check my situation. Hey, Uncle Dave Alexander dropped $40 in the PayPal. Salute to you, Unc. You got a question or something, man? I know you do a lot for the culture. I know you do it out the kindness of your heart. I know you do it to see a young man thrive out here. But shit, Unc, if you got a question, let's run it. Eddie Clemens, man, one of my SEAL team guys. Funny you should say, Eddie Clemens. He asked me what did I find out about Brian Burns. Hilariously enough, I walked into my YouTube ready to watch Brian Burns. What I ended up watching was a bunch of old wrestling videos. I watched a bunch of stuff on The Rock, a bunch of Stone Cold stuff, a bunch of Goldberg stuff, and I left off on Undertaker. So when I'm done with this, I got to go watch some Undertaker highlights, and I'm going to go watch some film. So trust me, I'm going to get to it. Just, I'm going to get to it. And yeah, Andy Isabella is considered a day 3 guy to Matt Miller, so that is interesting. That is something else. Let me pull up my OBS and put Lil Voch back up there. I'm gonna put Lil Voch back up there, and we're gonna get the film off the screen. Antoine say what I double dip in this year's draft. Out of position in this draft. If you consider D-line one thing, then maybe. Defensive end and a 3-tech or something. I mean, you could probably do that later, but I'm only trying to in my personal opinion, I'm spending the 2nd round pick on offensive lineman. And then 3 through 5 or 6, you can figure out what you want to do with defensive tackle and defensive end and backup running back and safety. You can mix that up if you want to. He says, is Ndamukong Suh worth getting? I mean, it depend on the price tag. I wouldn't want to sign some new people and not sign my own guys first. So, it is what it is there. And look, to be funny about the whole Zach Allen thing, and I said this when I was watching film on him. I normally don't like defensive ends like Zach Allen. Like, I normally like super twitched up, athletic, natural, bendy guys. Zach ain't none of that. But I guess I've grown into liking different types of players or whatever. And if you get Zach Allen, he's a nuanced hand guy, and you just kind of got to teach him what you got to teach him and play him in the right place, and Zach will be fine. Zach will be a damn good player in this league. He's not a day 3 guy. Come on. Watch how you feel about the Cowboys taking Gerald Willis at 58. It depends on who's on the board, and it depends on who was taken at 57. So we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Nene. Why is Zach Allen falling down draft boards? Well, I think and look, to be fair, and this for everybody really. To be fair, we shouldn't give a fuck about media scouts draft boards. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for the exercise of it. I'm doing it for because I know my listeners like mock drafts. I'm doing it just to kind of get an idea of where guys could possibly go. Nobody cares about what Matt Miller's board looks like. I care about what Matt Miller's board looks like as much as I care about what Ja Rule thinks. Somebody please call Ja Rule looking ass. Because I'm sure there's some organization, I'm sure there are plenty of organizations that got Zach Allen placed properly in day 2 somewhere. Zach Allen ain't no fourth round guy, man. Come on now. If Gerald Willis is available for the boys in the 3rd, should we take him? Absolutely. But then it depends on who's on the board, right? I don't want to be so singular as to say Gerald Willis, because I really like Gerald Willis. But if there's somebody I think is better than Gerald Willis on the board at 90 or 90, whatever the hell Dallas picks at in the 3rd, shit, come on, man. Yeah, let's run it. Let's run it. Voch, I heard they may be changing holding penalty calls. Have you heard anything about? Nope. I don't really keep up with the rule books in the off season. When they run it past me one time when the season starts, I remember it then. But besides that, no. Oh, Redhead, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. One mock draft had Zach Allen in Houston, which would be a great fit. I like Zach Allen. I like him. And that says a lot because I normally don't like Zach Allen type defensive ends, but it don't mean anything what these dudes think. They're not writing the check. They not writing the checks. Oh, they not writing the checks. If y'all sign Malik McDowell or draft Kalen Saunders, that would be a steal. My whole thing about Malik, and if you could give me a time machine, or if you can give me a Dragon radar. Hell, if you can give me the 7 Dragon Balls and say, man, I wish Malik McDowell was still in his prime just as he was when he came out of Michigan State, then I would be jumping for all the joy. All the joy if you can make the wish. You know what I mean? If you can play the damn time wizard card and you can promise me that that Malik McDowell is going to be in pristine shape, then we can run it for the cardio, but we don't know. We don't know. We'll only know once he gets on the field. And if he's a shell of himself, I'll be quite upset, but that's the game. That's the game. But, it doesn't hurt to put Malik McDowell on the field and just try him, you can put 100 damn people on your roster if you want to, but when it's time for cuts, then we'll see. And if Malik can righteously beat somebody out, cool. Yes, Tremel, I am. I've called in, but I've been on hold for 7 minutes. We ain't taking calls. Brian Bros has Zach Allen going to us at 58. I can't hate it, man. This is how I look at it, too. We can't look at 58 if it's... We can't look at... And this is me talking for Cowboy. This ain't a Cowboy-only show. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, and I'll respond to it, but for the sake of the Cowboy question... I don't want us to get caught up in just because he's our first guy, he should perform like a first round pick. You know what I mean? Like Zach, like if we get Zach Allen, and I kind of made that mistake too. I'm not perfect. I kind of made that mistake thinking that, you know what, if we get a guy at if we get this guy at 58, I wouldn't be happy about it if we got Zach at 58. But if in my better judgment, if I had a first round pick and then we got Zach Allen in the second, then I feel much better about getting Zach Allen in the second. You know what I mean? It just happened to be one of those years where we don't have a first round pick. So if you think about the acquisitions that we get, the players that we got or whatever, if you think about it, then we got Amari Cooper at 27 and Zach Allen at 58. And if that's the case, I'm fine with Zach Allen at 58. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Voch Van Dam was good. Boy, that John Wick trailer, boy. Boy, that John Wick. Oh, I got an update, too, for everybody that was watching yesterday or whatever. My man's that dropped the $400 super chat on accident, he got his money back. He got the refund, so. So we good. We good on that. My guy's good. He was about to go through a crisis and his wife was about to cuss everybody ass out. That boy was about to sleep in the shed outside. But he got his money, so everything's good on that. Everything's good on that. One week the third, you already know. We got about 15 more minutes, so hey, keep this Q&A calling, man. Keep this not calling, but keep this Q&A in the chat box going. I want to answer as many questions as I can. Why do you like Joe Jackson so high in his draft when it looks like he plays with no finesse to his game? It looks like he just gets out there to hit people in the mouth. That's a damn good trait for a defensive player. What the hell you mean? Hell yeah, yeah, sure. What I like about Joe Johnson is he's very proactive in getting off blocks. He's more of a slasher chaos player. He keeps moving, active with his hands. He's very physical. Sure, he's not a very finesse player, but you ain't got to have finesse. It's more so about what works. You know what I mean? If you, I don't know, like you know, if you're a like hell, Jared Allen wasn't a very finesse player, and I'm not making that comparison. But Zach Allen's not finesse, but O'Shane Ximines is very finesse. Zach is a better player than O'Shane to me. You know what I mean? It's just about how you get the job done, and I think Joe Jackson gets the job done better than a lot of these guys. Plus, his motor is ridiculous. I like his hand usage. He's physical. He's angry, and you goddamn right, he wants to just hit people in the mouth, and that works for me. You add a little bit of coaching in there, you know what I'm saying? Put him in the weight room, get him even more strong, and a little bit of paprika, and you good to go. You good to go. Hell yeah. Shit, I love Joe Jackson, man. Shit, if you want to take him in the third or like late second, well, not late second, but Joe Jackson in the third round, that's good for me. That's good business for me. Darnell Savage or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, depending on what you want. Darnell's more of a safety, in my opinion. Chauncey is more of a walk down, nickel player, backside safety, and a 4-2-5 type of guy. What offensive linemen are worth drafting at 58 realistically in our spot? Well, take a look at what we just saw with the mock draft, right? We saw a lot of guys that didn't even go. Like we saw guys like Ross Pierschbacher didn't even get picked in the first 2 days. Guys like Ben Powers wasn't even picked. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, I think Connor Williams is the Cowboys' right tackle moving forward. So if you're looking at guards or guys that can play guard, if Elgin Jenkins is there from Mississippi State, I'm definitely taking him. Ross Pierschbacher from Alabama. You could probably get him like in the third round or so, but you asked about 58. So I think the perfect offensive lineman fit for the Cowboys at 58 is if we can get Elgin Jenkins from Mississippi State. That'll be fantastic. He could play guard and center. Hell, if Chris Lindstrom is there at 58, in which he very much could be, that's another possibility for you. I need Cody Ford to punch somebody in the mouth and some weed to fall out of his pocket, and for him to pocket check Goodell or something so he can fall. Somebody need to put a damn weed brownie in his damn lunchbox and make him go pee somewhere. I need that guy on my squad, man. But Cody Ford is unrealistic in terms of drafting him at 58. Y'all want to talk about media scouts got guys falling off the board? Some guys got Cody Ford going in the second round. That makes my ass itch. The likelihood of Garrett Bradbury falling to the third round, get out of here, man. Come on, my guy. Don't disrespect offensive linemen like that, man. Come on. I'm an offensive line guy. Don't disrespect offensive line like that. Voch, you need to educate the Texans fans who in OT could be there at pick 28 and be happy with. I'm assuming a Texans fan asked about a tackle that could be there at 58. Andre Dillard could be there. Shit. I don't think Juwan will be there. I think Texans at 23. If you're looking for an offensive tackle, then Andre Dillard or Dalton Reisner. I think that's the best bet for you. If you're looking for an offensive tackle at 23, I think that's the move if you want. Antoine holding it down today, man. Antoine dropping support. Antoine all up in the super chats today, man. I appreciate you, brother Twan. You already know, man. You know you're one of my super guys, man. One of my platinum guys. Also, for those of you that are patrons or whatever, keep eyes on the patron tiers. I think if you're a $5 plus tier, we're gonna be doing a shirt giveaway at the end of the month. So that's in a couple days actually. So whatever shirt y'all want, let me know. So if you're a $5 plus, your name is gonna go in this drawing. I'm gonna randomly select somebody's name. These are only the patrons or whatever. I'm gonna randomly pick someone's name, and I will be sending y'all a Voch Lombardi T-shirt of your choice. I really like the O-line pouring joints. I really like the I Watch Film joints, and I like the Black Panther Doski Woski situations. I think they're really good. But anyway, GQ says, Voch, you've been right for years about your offensive lineman. Man, I'm trying, dog. I'm trying, man. I love O-line, man. I love O-line. Let's see. How do you feel about Juan Thornhill if we pick him? He's talking about Dallas right now. I mean, Juan's cool. He cool. At 58, man, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I just want to see who's on the board. And if Juan Thornhill is without a doubt better than somebody else on the board, then fine. We can run it with Juan Thornhill. I just got a funny-ass feeling that somebody's going to be on the board better than Juan Thornhill. And I can't prove it. I cannot prove it, and I can't explain why I feel that way. Just in my mind, I think a gangster's going to be on the board at 58, and I'm going to be losing my mind hoping that we pick him. That's just how I feel. What more can I say? You know what I mean? My Charles Omenihu video is uploading a bit, but it should be done within 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, we're gonna go watch the film, y'all. We're gonna go watch film on me hating on Charles Omenihu. I'll take Voch's words. Salute, JR. Your background gives you a good insight of players and believing for yourself. Hey, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. Any safeties outside of Adley you really like in the draft? This is my thing, man. I don't really like strong safeties like that. like strong safeties cool, but I'm a free safety guy. I think you can find strong safeties anywhere. I think you can find, you can find those guys in day 3 somewhere. Just a guy that can just patrol the line of scrimmage and run. And if you find a strong safety with range, then that's a pretty big deal. But I like free safeties, though. I like frees. So if you're asking me, I'm looking for free safeties. So the only guys I like in terms of safety, I like Taylor Rapp. I like Nazir Adderley. I like Deontay Thompson from Alabama. I like and Juan is cool, but he ain't really the rangy free safety I like. He's not super rangy like that. He can play cover 2 deep, where he's only responsible for like half the field, but like if the Cowboys go like cover 1, can you go from the middle of the field to the sideline? That's what I'm talking about. Those are the type of players I like. Would you be good with Nate Herbig? Nate's cool, but if I'm gonna draft the offensive lineman, I want a guy that can like play. And I ain't trying to draft Nate, man. That sounds mean as hell, but I ain't trying to draft Nate, dog. Would you prefer Ren in the third or Willis in the fourth? Damn. I like Rennell Wren. I think Wren's a better player. So if we can get Rennell Wren in the third round, I'll definitely take it. But Gerald Willis in the fourth round is some damn good value too. Um, damn. Well, it goes back to depends though. You know, because if you can give me an offensive lineman in the first round, and if you can give me a pretty solid safety in the third, I mean, if you give me an offensive lineman in the second and a pretty solid safety in the third, then I'll pass up on Wren and I'll take Gerald Willis in the fourth round. But that's just my opinion. Voch, do you have any late round O line guys that no one is talking about? This is my thing. When it gets to late rounds, of course, guys, they get they get a little worse skill set wise. You know what I mean? Of course, that's clear. But when they get worse skill set wise, I get a little more aggressive with my grading. So when it gets that bad, I don't even want offensive linemen that late. You know what I mean? I like loading up on good offensive linemen. So peep this out, right? Like if you're a defensive end and you're very good against the like you're a really good pass rusher, but you're not good against the run, then defensive ends can go late. If you're a wide receiver, but you're short, but you run fast, you'll go late. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of reasons for a lot of positions to go late. Offensive line, if you go late, you're pretty bad. You know what I mean? I don't want an offensive lineman at all if they're going that late. Oh man, this offensive lineman, man, he could pass block his ass off, but he went late because he can't run block that good. Well, I don't want him if he can't run block that good. You know what I'm saying? So nah. Yes, I have scouted Connor McGovern. He's straight. He's one of the last tier of guys I would take. Connor McGovern from Penn State. He's in that last tier of guys I would take, but Voch, it's a pass happy league, and you would rather take a free safety for a strong safety. That's true. Shedrick, man, thanks for the buck, bro. Salute. Appreciate you for the support, fam. I'm grateful. Very grateful that you that you consider donating to the cause, my brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. The Falcons will draft Shedrick Redwine from Miami in the 6th round. Damn. Redwine's a Senior Bowl guy. He was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ran around. He don't cover all that well, but but he ran around. He ran around and did okay. How hard is it? How hard is the transition on O-line, like going from tackle to guard or vice versa? And why can only a few players do it? As far as offensive line goes, some people think all 5 positions are different. You know what I mean? And I think it takes a very special player to be able to play all the spots. So think about this. Like a lot of people think that guard is easier than tackle, and that's simply not true. Or that center is easier than something. Or that right tackle is easier than left tackle. They're their own entities. You know what I mean? I'm right-handed. I would rather be in a right-handed stance. Right tackle, right guard, or center or something like that. If you put me on the left side, I may feel weaker because I'm not ambidextrous with my body positioning. You know what I mean? If I'm a tackle, I got to be prepared for a lot more because I'm responsible from my outside foot to the sideline. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a guard, I'm responsible for my outside foot to the tackle's inside foot. You know what I mean? That's a different fight than my outside foot to the sideline. So if I'm a tackle, I got to be able to read and react to be able to see things, to be able to move in open space. That don't mean tackle is harder than guard because I know some tackles that can't play guard because everything happens so fast in there. You know what I mean? If you line up at a wide 9, I got room to read and react to you. But if you're a guard, the dude lined up across from you is right there. His ass is right there. And it happens quicker. You know what I mean? So some people think, oh, just put him at guard. That's easier. Nah, because he may not be able to see that fast. He may not be able to get out of his stance that fast. You may not have to react, but you got to get your ass out your stance and move and be able to anchor quicker. You know what I mean? So the spots are different. If you're a left guard, you got to drop your anchor on your left hip. Your post foot's your right foot, but your left hip would be more so where your anchor's coming from. If you're more body positive on the right side, you may not fit well on the left side. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff that goes in the offensive line, man. I'm glad I was able to play that position. You know, being able to play offensive line, I learned football easier. You know what I mean? And learning just O-line nuances, man. It's dope, man. Once you know it, it's one of the best things to watch, man. I convert a lot of people into offensive line levels. I know a lot of people hated offensive line because because they don't understand it, or they don't get it, or it looks boring, or nobody's catching the ball or running with it. But shit, man, I've taught a lot of people about offensive line, man. I taught people offensive line, and I've changed their view on it. So, that's something that I'm pretty proud of. 3 more minutes, then we're gonna dip out of here. I think it's strange that Darrell Henderson and some of these other running backs ain't really getting love like that. Like Darrell Henderson, Damian Harris, Devin Singletary. Like, I really like those guys. I think we're overrating Josh Jacobs a little bit. I think some of these other guys got a better skill set than him, but we'll cross that road whenever we get there. But I really like Darrell Henderson. You made it when you got by spam your chat box. Facts. That's facts, my guy. That's facts, my guy. We got a few more questions we're going to get up in here. Have you done a review on Devin Bush and Cashman? Nope. Boy, am I not a fan of the linebackers this year, man. Can't remember. Do you like the USC tackle from what's my man name from USC? With the African name. Shadumi Adoba or something like that. Adubi Adoba. Let me see. I'm not finna Google it. I don't care. I think it's Adoba. I think that's his name. He plays pretty soft, man. that dude's soft. He great feet though. Nice feet, but it takes more than nice feet to be a good offensive lineman, man. And he's a bit soft, and I don't really think he loves football. He might be I don't love football guy, so I'm not gonna take a chance on him. Does Hakeem Butler have a chance in Dallas? I'm not trying to draft any wide receivers. We added 5 receivers last year. We just picked up Randall Cobb last week. I'm not trying to add any more receivers to this mix. We got plenty of them. Bull rush, swim move, hands inside, drop your butt. Boy, Miss April, better than some of y'all, boy. Boy, Miss April be listening when I be talking, boy. That shit, look, Miss April, that kind of stuff make my day. Miss April, look, that kind of stuff make my day, Miss April. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to help and to teach if I can, man. Man, look at Miss April, dog. Keep your feet. Boy, look at Miss April, dog. Damn. That's fantastic, man. Anyway, let me drop this link in the chat box so we can get this going. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all some real ones. Ed Oliver, Quentin Williams versus Cody Ford, Bradbury, Jonah Williams. Who wins? Damn, why we gotta have 3 offensive linemen versus 2 D linemen? And you know what? That's why I partially wish the combine had like one-on-one drills like the Senior Bowl does. Cause fam, I want to see Cody Ford versus Jonah. Cody Ford versus Quentin Williams so bad. I want to see that matchup so damn bad, dog. Just like last year, man. I wanted to see Vita Vea versus Quentin Nelson. It's just certain shit I wanted to see, dog. Yeah, that's his name, Chuma Adoga. Yeah. He's soft as hell. Kylan, you goddamn right. Joe, you goddamn right. Okay, cool. So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. I'm posting this link here. We're gonna leave here and we're gonna go watch film on Charles Omenihu. If you're a team that has any interest in defensive tackles, if you're someone that has if you have questions about Charles Omenihu, if you're a fan of him, if you hating on him, but you just want a little more, if you want another opinion maybe, or if you're a Cowboys fan, because in the Cowboys fandom, Charles Omenihu is one of those names that keep getting tossed around for us. This is me giving y'all my thoughts about Charles Omenihu, and the whole point behind the film session that I thought of earlier, which is really hilarious, is that my two running back videos were like 6 minutes each, and I got pissed off at somebody for saying Charles Omenihu was great, so I made like a 20-minute film session on him. So, hey man, with that being said, man, y'all leave a like, man, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I drop this random stuff in the middle of the week, man. You could be subbed, but hey man, I need y'all to be in here early. Get your seat in the front. Hit that subscribe button, man, and hey, support the merch, support the Patreon. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you to death. All right, hit that link and come watch some film with me, man. Peace, salute.